What's up, everyone? Welcome to the pregame show. No Peter today. I'm obviously the host, Nick Gosse. No Peter today. He'll be there for the postgame video, but he won't be here for the stream today. I believe he's caught up at work or has basketball or has some other commitment, so he won't be here for the pregame show, but he will be here for the postgame video later tonight, right after the game. What's up, Mike? What's up, Shane? We have a pretty good one today. Jose Barrios taking the hill against Luis Garcia, and a lot of stuff to go over. Lineup, Nathan Lucas is making his debut, like we'll get into in a sec. What's up, Owen? And Nick, Matt. Yeah, Ricky T doing some good stuff. 3 innings, 1 hit, 5 Ks. He's looking like the real deal. He is gonna be a superstar. What's up, Nick? What's up, Matt, as well? Yeah, he's gonna be unbelievable. We can touch on him as well at the end. And the lineup is interesting today. I really like the lineup. No Kevin Biggio in there, which we'll get into in a second, but how we all doing? About 30 minutes from first pitch. I'll probably take you for 20, 25, and then let you head out and enjoy the game. But we got another 25 minutes ahead of us. Another pregame show. Hope you're all doing well. Let's just get into it. The lineup preview for today. The Blue Jays are fielding a very good lineup. I wouldn't change anything. What's up, Rachit? Bassett was nice yesterday. Let's hope Barrios carries the torch. I completely agree. Yeah, so let's look at the Jays lineup. You have Springer leading off. Bo Bichette. In the 2-hole, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Dalton Varsho, Matt Chapman, Alejandro Kirk, Whit Merrifield, Kevin Kiermaier hitting 8th for the first time this season, and Nathan Lucas making his major league debut in right field. Flawless lineup, of course, obviously, Nathan Lucas. I guess aside from him, it'd be a flawless lineup, but if you're going to put him in there, this is the lineup that I want to see them going forward with Whit Merrifield, and then, of course, have Springer out there and have whoever else DHing. But, yeah, what's up, Dan? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Belt, no Denny Jansen. No Kevin Biggio, no Espinal. Merrifield's been crushing the ball. Nathan Lucas, we'll get to see him. Maybe he'll take over. If he starts hitting well, then Kevin Biggio's time is really limited. But I'm excited. He's a very good defender. Would have liked Jansen catching Barrios, but I like it. What's up, Peter? Peter tuning in from I guess from work, Peter. What's up, Jacob? Bichette due for homer. Yeah, I know a few people said that on Twitter as well. I guess from a hitting standpoint, this is probably the best lineup that I could have crafted up. Maybe put... Yet again, though, I guess maybe you would have put Lucas out of the game, obviously. But with Lucas in the lineup, I'm pretty happy with it. And, yeah, I'm happy with that. And Bichette is very due for a homer. What's up, Fluffy? Hope you're doing well. Bold prediction, Lucas goes yards. Yeah, we'll see what those have to offer. Matt Chapman is playing himself right out of a Jays uniform. Great start to the year. Yeah, Jay, he's been unbelievable. Highest WAR of any player in the MLB, I believe, with the 1.3. He's been crushing the ball, and maybe he is playing himself, and he probably is playing himself out of a contract in Toronto, but maybe we can win a World Series on the way. Maybe we can do that. But again, final look, of course, very good defensive outfield today. Some might argue it's the best of the year so far with Varsho, Kiermaier, and Nathan Lucas is very good glove. And hopefully Nathan Lucas performs today. And looking at the Houston Astros lineup, an interesting graphic. Luis Garcia, who's off to a very poor start. And of course we have Jose Barrios starting, but Dubon again, Alex Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, Jose Abreu, Kyle Tucker, Jeremy Pena, David Hensley, Jake Myers, and Martin Maldonado. And Yordan Alvarez and Kyle Tucker were both nursing some injuries yesterday's game. They both obviously stayed in the game, and they're both, of course, playing today. So Jose Barrios is going to have the full lineup to go up against today, and it's going to be This is for the series. So if we win our however many 4th series in a row, I believe. If we lose, we, of course, lose our first series since St. Louis. So it's going to be interesting. I feel like Chapman will have a Semien-type year for the Jays. Yeah, and Peter predicted that, and I guess me and Peter as well. Peter and I predicted that at the start of the year, or even like before the year in the offseason. He's playing very well, and I'm hoping that maybe we can re-sign him, but again, it's gonna depend on a lot of factors. Pretty sure we're qualified for Chapman. At least we get a pick, yeah. Yeah, the pick is nice. The pick is definitely nice. But anything in this lineup you guys are particularly looking forward to? I'm looking forward to see if Jose Barrios, like I believe Shane said, like Rachit said, hopefully he carries the torch from Chris Bassett yesterday, and continues to do well. Because the pitchers, Kikuchi, Barrios, and Bassett have performed well their past couple starts, or at least their last couple for Barrios. So I'm hoping that today, and then we have an off day tomorrow. Matt, member for 4 months. Lucas is going to hit a home run in Houston like Zimmer. Shout out Matt for being a continued supporter. 4-month member. Me and Peter really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully he hits a home run. Or even if he starts to perform well, maybe he'll get some reps that Biggio doesn't get going for. Not to hate on Biggio, he just hasn't been performing. But yeah, very solid lineup overall. And one that I'm pretty happy with. Couldn't have asked for a much better lineup, I wouldn't say. Like Peter mentioned in the chat there, maybe putting Jansen in, but Yankees fans don't want Chapman if they're out. We might actually end up favorites on him. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting offseason for sure. I like seeing Merrifield and Kevin Kiermaier hitting back-to-back. I agree. It adds some depth to the bottom of the lineup, and they're both been hitting very, very well. Chapman resigns with the Jays, what happens to Berger, potential trade piece. Potentially, yeah, Fluffy. I think a lot of stuff could happen. It's going to be a very interesting trade deadline as well, thinking more short-term as opposed to the offseason. What's up, John? Blue Jays will win today? I think so. I think they win the series today. And we'll get in score predictions later on in the stream. Nikolai Young Zimmer. Apparently, I look like a lot of players. But let's hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's try to get to 20 likes or 25 likes. But let's get into the rapid fire questions, and feel free to ask me any rapid fire questions. But I have a couple of questions for you guys here. And what's up, Mark Ryan? I guess the question for today, I have a couple. This one's gonna be, we touched on it in yesterday's video if you watched that. But what are all your thoughts on Bo Bichette's defense as of late? Are you guys happy with it? I know me and Peter mentioned it's looked very improved. He made a really good play to start the game yesterday in the first inning. I'm impressed. He's not where he needs to be, but I'm fairly impressed with where his defense has been the past few games. Very small sample size, but better than the start of the season. Have you also been impressed, or do you think he still has a lot of work to do? I think he still has a lot of work to do, but I'm impressed with the strides. Maybe Donnie Baseball is helping him slowly but surely improve. He did well last night. He had that really nice snag yesterday. I believe it was in the bottom of the first. Really nice snag. And his throws have been better. I think his mental clock, his mental timing, and his mental clock have been a lot better. His throws have been fairly good. Still needs to be a bit more assertive, but I think exactly, Mike. Definitely a step in the right direction. Yeah, it's been great the last few. Nothing you can really complain about at all. And the defense as a whole has looked very, very solid for the past few games. I haven't had any problems with it. Happy with Bo. Yeah, and his hitting is, of course, through the roof. Unbelievable hitter. And I don't know. I'm expecting. I missed the lineup. Who's in the outfield today? What's up, Day Sleeper? Hope you're doing well. I'll pop it up for you again. We have Nathan Lucas in right, George Springer DHing, Kevin Kiermaier in center, and Dalton Varsho in left field. So that's the outfield for today, with, of course, Jose Barrios taking the hill there. And I like how Bo picks up the ball. He's got to work on his throw arm. Yeah, his throw aim, exactly. He had 2 good plays running on the ball, which is his main weakness. Call it a hunch. Chapman resigns. Bichette gets traded at the deadline. Shane, if Bichette gets traded, I would be shocked. That would be a crazy stream, and I hope that doesn't happen. I think we re-sign Bo and Vladdy, but that would be unbelievable. Varsho, Kiermaier, and Lucas left to right. Yep, exactly. And it's going to be very, very good defensively. And I guess I'll ask this question as well. I ask this every week or so. Who have you guys been most impressed with, I guess, in the past week? Because I haven't asked it in about a week. Who have you guys been most impressed with? It can be a pitcher, it can be a bullpen arm, it can be a position player. Who have you been most impressed with the past week of games? I'm going to go with, I think it got to be, just carry on that, probably Bo Bichette. What's up, Chris Reed? If Bo's hair is nicely done, he plays better. His hair is always nicely done. Welcome to the stream, though, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Who have you been most impressed with? I think Bo got to be up there. I think there's a few other people. A lot of the pitch, like Barrios was good for one start. Kikuchi's been very impressive to start the year. He obviously had that one blow-up start, but no earned runs in the other ones. Yeah, Kikuchi's had 2 no earned run starts. Chapman, got it. Yeah, Chapman's the easy answer. I want to see more games with Varsho. I agree. Mark Ryan saying Merrifield, Kevin Kiermaier. What's up, Michael Goodridge? Romano, Whit Merrifield. Yeah, Whit's been very, very good. He's 292 average now. 292 average. So very close to 300. Maybe he gets 300 tonight. Romano's looked good. He obviously had that one blow-up start, but other than that, he's been pretty smooth. Yeah, Chappie's another obvious answer as well. Pelt. Pop sinker. That's a phenomenal one from Rachid. I think Zach Pop has probably been the most impressive bullpen arm so far, for sure. Unbelievable stuff. Does he have a sub-1 ERA yet? Got to be close. Maybe like 1.2, 1.3. Thoughts on Barrios this year? We'll see after tonight. Bad start. He's had a good start. We'll see. He hasn't looked great, but he hasn't looked awful. So I think tonight's going to, against a pretty good Astros lineup there, I think tonight's going to play a... Obviously, it's just one start, so today is not going to be the be-it-all, end-all, but I think in general, we'll see how it goes. Not quite. Big hit Whit, 2-hit Whit, base hit Whit, infield hit Whit. I saw a stat along the lines of Merrifield having the most multi-hit games since some time. 1.23. Okay, Mike, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, Jacob. Maybe since like 2018, because he did lead the league in hits for a couple years there, I believe, with Kansas City when he was playing every single day, and hopefully he starts to play every day. You notice that Romano pitched 15 times and 14 of them were strikes, sliders. You mean, Matt? Right? Yeah, 14 out of the 15 were sliders. I believe. I believe that's what. I mean, there probably were strikes too, but I believe he threw like a ton of sliders. Maybe it was 13 or 14. Stroman is a 0.75 ERA. Who expected that? Yeah, not me. Good for him though. Former Blue Jay representing. Tiedemann had another nice outing. Yeah, I think Mike was saying before the stream went on, he's making a case for himself. Surely he gets called up to AAA very, very soon. Surely. Unless, I'm assuming, yeah, he's still in AA tonight, so. Pop Sinker is fighting Gosse and Splitter for my favorite Jays pitch. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Pop has been so impressive. Really impressive. I'm impressed with Pop. Make sure to hit the like button. Let's get the 20 likes. 14 out of 15 were strikes. Okay, man, interesting. Because I saw something saying that 13 out of 14 were like sliders or something crazy like that. Maybe it was strikes that it said. It may have been strikes. Okay, yeah, either way, that's really impressive. I must have got it confused. Think they skip Kikuchi start in the Bronx Friday, seeing there's an off day, or risk him losing his confidence? Really good question. I'm curious to see what they do about that. Of course, we have the off day tomorrow, so we'll probably have a news video for you guys, or maybe we take tomorrow off. I'm not sure yet. Depends what Peter's thinking, but yeah, big game Friday in the Bronx. I think they just let it ride, Shane. I think they maybe let it ride, maybe set up. I don't know. It's a great question. What do you guys think about that? Do you think they skip Kikuchi's start? I feel like Tiedemann needs to go deeper into games where we're being called up. Yeah, no, he definitely needs to build up his pitching, his innings for sure. His innings aren't that high right now, and again, a lot of people bring up Manoah, but Manoah pitched a lot in college, so they aren't too comparable. They aren't too comparable. I think he expects a Cy Young every year. Tiedemann's looking good. Maybe he'll get called up soon. Maybe he will. Yeah, 58 pitches tonight. I think they'll slowly get him up in the pitch count. Yeah, okay, Matt, that's crazy stat. Have you heard anything about Mitch White? I think he's looking to make his return over the next few weeks, 2 to 3, I think is what I saw. Something along the lines of that, maybe 2-3 weeks. What's up, Chris the Ball? Everyone, if you're in here and you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me and Peter. It means a lot. Thank you all for your support. I think Mitch White's soon-ish. I think soon. I think 2 weeks is what I read. But then they have to make a decision between. Yeah, and then they have to make a decision between, maybe Anthony. There's a lot of talk about DFAing Anthony Bass. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. But let's move on now to the bold predictions for today's game. Let us know your bold predictions. I'm going to have a couple. I'm going to throw one in for Nathan Lucas. Let's just all ride the same train here. I think Nathan Lucas hits a home run, his first home run of his MLB career. And I also think that Dalton Varsho hits a home run. Those are my two. Varsho home run and Nathan Lucas. And the one time Romano didn't throw a slider was hit. Yeah, I saw that as well, Matt. Yeah, his one fastball was hit, which is so interesting. His slider is a great pitch. My guy likes at least 2 lefties in the rotation. Need Hyun-Jin Ryu. He'll be coming back. I wonder what'll happen with him. Maybe a long guy. Maybe they give him a start. Who knows? And then Chad Green is our big guy. Hopefully he comes back soon. Lucas is a home run. I'm riding it too. I'm riding it. Dalton Varsho as well. I think Varsho's due for one. I think Bo is due for one. Mitch White isn't a step up. Yeah. Probably not. He honestly probably isn't. It depends though. It depends how the rotation's doing. But as of now, most of the people are doing well. 1 through 5. So. Second bold prediction, Vryonis goes 8 innings pitch, 1K. You enjoy Santiago Espinal being Barry Bonds. Yeah, in a blowout game, he smoked one. That was good. That was good. And I believe he got the start yesterday. If Lucas hits a home run today, I'll buy his jersey and wear it to a game. Do it, Fluffy. Vladdy 2 home runs, Merrifield 1 home run. I like the Vladdy 2 home runs. He's been crushing it. Excuse me. I'm tired, long day. He's been crushing it. I'm with you on Lucas. I think we're all just going to ride the Lucas hype train. Cruise past next season prediction of 0. Yeah, we did have our pregame. I think it was 0.5, maybe 1.5. He's getting his first start of the season, so maybe he crushes it. Barrios no hits through 5. What are all your predictions for Jose Barrios' line tonight? Leave it in the comments. Jose Barrios' pitching line. Mine's 5 innings, 3 runs. Jason 4 home runs and win a bit of a slugfest 8-7. What's up, Sean Richards? Yeah, no, I like that. I think it might be a slugfest. Both pitchers are off to a rough start. Springer's very due for a dinger. Yeah, the Jays do have some momentum, and again, we're going for the series is on the line today with the off day tomorrow, and Like they mentioned on the broadcast, what's up, Gary Hall? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, he's been getting very unlucky. He could have had 3 home runs the other day. But um, like they mentioned on the broadcast, winning your last game before an off day, because we're flying to the Bronx in New York after today's game or tonight's game. Going and winning that last game of the series is such a big momentum booster. And it's something that if we win tonight, we go into the Bronx happy, ahead of the Yankees. It'll be very, very good. 8 innings pitched, 3 runs, 2 walks, 10 Ks. I like it. Barrios, 7 innings, 3 runs, 6 innings, 2 runs. We need a big game out of Jose Barrios. It's a pretty big game. Again, it's early in the season, but getting some momentum going into the New York Yankees series. 4 innings, 7. I hope not, Matt. I hope not. 6 innings, 3 walks, 2 runs. I like that. If he's locating his stuff, his changeup was great last time. His changeup was great. Barrios, 6 innings, 3 runs. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks. Okay, I like that. I think it's possible. 6 innings, 3 runs. Okay. So we're all kind of in the same-ish, the same, line, kind of. I think it could be a reasonable line. Could be a reasonable line. And, yeah, my bold prediction, I guess we had our bold prediction, so we can move in now to just the Q&A. Again, we're around 10 minutes away from first pitch. We'll chat with you guys for 5 minutes or so more, and then we'll let you guys go enjoy the game. And we'll also get you to leave your score predictions. I'm going to go with 8-7. Who said it? Someone had said 8-7. Whoever it was, shout out to you. I'm going to go with 8-7 as well. I'm going to go 8-7. I think it was Sean Richards. 8-7 is my prediction for today's game. I think it's going to be a bit of a slugfest because Luis Garcia of the Houston Astros has a 7.7 or something ERA, like the exact same as Jose Barrios. So it's going to be an interesting one. 5 innings, 4 runs, but he keeps us in it. Yeah, Barrios, if he can keep us in it, that's good. And hopefully we get one of his, great starts. Whenever you play Houston, there's always one game that's a slugfest. Good luck, Jose. Yep. There's been a slugfest for Houston's side, but not the Jays side. Yeah, Sean, exactly. 6-4 Jays. Do you watch the Jets game, Fluffy? I had it on in the background. I did. I had them both rocking. Dominant performance out of the Jets yesterday. Absolutely dominant. We love to see it. 10-5 Jays, 11-9 Jays. Stay for the first inning, Matt. Don't know if I can today. I got some work to take care of outside. Q&A, will Jays Digest start releasing shorts on YouTube? We will, Shane. We have a couple, but expect a lot more of them over the next, I'd say starting in May. Expect some more. Varsho hits a home run into the Crawford boxes. He's due. Varsho is very due for one. Astros 7-5, few downs, I'll predict Jays lost, fair or cheat. What about Tatis Jr.? Crushing it in minors. But just as nervous when Manoah takes them out at this point. He's been rough. I think he'll bounce back, though. I don't know what it is, but I think he'll bounce back. Just the first inning, Gosman sorted out, which was impressive itself. Yeah, Gosman battled. Gosman absolutely battled. Make sure to hit the like button. Let's get 20 likes. We're 3 away. See if we can get there. Hopefully you're all enjoying the pregame. And like I said, Peter will be back for the postgame directly after the game tonight, win or lose. Win or lose, Peter will be back for the postgame, and hopefully it's a win. Hopefully it's a win, and we win the series. And again, Friday we'll have a pretty good. Does anyone know what time the game is Friday against the Yankees? I'm assuming it's 7:30. Again, my times are different because I'm not on the Eastern time zone. I'll check quickly. Okay, so 7:05 Eastern on Friday. So we'll Yusei Kikuchi versus Domingo Germán. So we'll be live for that pregame show, maybe an hour long, depending on what's happening. Confident Manoah, who's the biggest name on the roster you don't think survives the trade deadline? The biggest name who doesn't survive the trade deadline. That's a very good question. I'll ask Chad as well. Who's the biggest name on the? I guess Biggio. I don't know. Again, that's kind of an easy answer. I wouldn't say he's the biggest name. I think Biggio doesn't make it past. I don't think they trade any of their big guys. Shane. Whoever Manoah is the pitcher you're worried about most in the bringer card. No one, Nick. I mean, not many. Is Kirk going to come around or what? I think so. I think he's slowly starting to come around. We had to remember that Kirk had a shortened spring training, so he's slowly starting to get back. He had the birth of his kid. So, because of the birth of his kid, again, he showed up super late. So I think he'll be good. What's up, Gary McAllister? Kirk doesn't need to come along. He's great. Brandon Belt's a decent one. I guess Corbin Burns, if you're talking about who the Jays get. Yes, Biggio or SB if you don't wake up. What's up, light follower? Cristobal, I did a tweet Jays for the W and posted your link. I appreciate it. Thank you. Fluffy MLB wise, Biggio and or Espinal. Okay. Springer to Yankees in three-way trade. That is bold. Has we win a Biggio or Espinal starter. Biggio. Stolen bases are up in the league, but I haven't noticed with the Jays. Am I just not paying attention enough? They're up a lot. They're up drastically around the league. The Jays, I think they're up a decent bit, but they still aren't stealing too much. Bo tries a few times, Versho, but they're not. I guess we're not as. It doesn't seem like we're stealing as much as some of the other teams. What's up, Nick? Thanks for the pregame as always. What's up, Gary? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. We love doing these, and I'm glad that we haven't had. We skipped yesterday. I guess because the Leafs were on yesterday, so all you Leafs fans out there, we let you watch that, which turned out to be unfortunate. Simber, that's an interesting one. Simber's been locked down to start the year. Milwaukee are not trading Corbin Burns. No team was 13-5 trades their best pitcher. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a very good point. I do think we make a pretty big trade at the deadline, though. It might be more prospect based, but you got to remember we're getting Chad Green back as well. So I don't know. I guess it's interesting. It's an interesting play. Springer is going to be traded. I don't think there's any way. Maybe. I'd take Burns in a heartbeat. Just depends on what we give up. Not Tiedemann. It would probably take Tiedemann to get Burns, you'd think. Kirk will come around for being a new dad. Leafs fans are crying. Yeah, let's not talk about we won't talk about the Leafs game. Bullpen arms get shuffled around. Yeah, we'll ignore the Leafs game. Sean, Belt's not in the lineup today. Belt is not in the lineup unless you mean he pinch hits and gets two homers somehow. I blocked the Leafs game out of my mind. A lot of my friends who are Leafs fans have. I'm a Jets fan, so I'm good. We won our game, but it's rough. Yeah, it was rough. It's okay though. Blue Jays baseball. The Jays won. The Blue Jays won. We're here. Leafs obviously, I'm assuming, play tomorrow. Tiedemann plus. Yeah, I'd probably take Tiedemann and a couple of other prospects. Yeah, exactly. White Sox might sell Tim Anderson. Is cheaper this year and next year. Are we interested? What about Luis Robert? Do we want him? I think we're pretty stacked in the outfield for now. I mean, Kevin Kiermaier's on a 1-year deal. It's very interesting. And we're going to have tons of content around the trade deadline discussing all that stuff. It's going to be pumped. It's going to be exciting, especially if the Jays remain competitive. Yeah, Sean, I mean, yeah, I got you, Nick. Got you. My bad. Well, I related it to the Leafs, though. Any final questions here before we wrap up? I can take you to first pitch if you want. Let's get to shout out to you guys for hitting 20 likes. Trying to get 25. Colorado, Kyle Freeland, Chris Bryant will be terced or someone. I guess I'll ask you this question. What do you think by the trade deadline? And obviously, this is a bit early, and it's too early to predict this. But what position or, I guess, group do you think the Blue Jays are going to target at the trade deadline? Do you think it'll be an infielder, an outfielder, a starting pitcher, or bullpen? I'm curious about that. Desan Brown, I don't know. I don't think he gets much playing time. Maybe he gets moved. I'm thinking maybe the starting pitching. Maybe we add one more, but I think obviously, and that's the thing with this question so early. We're a tenth of the way through the season now. It's so hard to predict these things. Because it depends on how the starting pitchers do. Because we have Chad Green coming back, so that'll upgrade starting pitcher. I could see that. I could see them adding like a strong number 2, number 3, like a Jose Barrios type when we got him. Target an outfielder. Yeah, Cyclone. Yeah, he's my brother. I think we're going for a starting pitcher. I think our rotation. What's up, AJ? I think our rotation settles into close to what we expected. It's very early. Yeah, they will have Ryu, and Green will be our big acquisition. Lefty that can hit. Someone that will fit in the 2 to 3 spot. Trading Bichette gets you an ace. Yeah, but Bichette's so good. At least especially offensively. It's possible that Belt's feeling some pressure. I don't know. Belt's 5 for his last 16, I believe. So he's coming back slowly. I think I started to to gauge lots of unusual performance. I agree, Gary Hall. I agree. They won't trade Bichette. They just signed him. Well, yeah, they signed him through his arbitration. They didn't extend him, though. Bullpen gets Green back, and Pearson as a wild card. Pearson's trying to make his way up, too. Maybe, do we think Trevor Richards lasts much longer than a month? Do we think he lasts longer than a month? No, maybe. I feel like, I don't really know. Robbie Grossman. Bichette could win the non-Ohtani MVP. I'd never trade Bichette for a pitcher as bad as just so important, especially as right now. And that top three is really. I miss Matt Gage. It'd be nice to go out and get a good outfielder so we can DH. We'll see how Nathan Lucas. We think Trevor Richards is there for a month. It's possible. It depends on what they want to do. He's pitched well recently, so they probably do keep him. I think they're going to try to call up Nate Pearson at some point. I just don't know who they move. Anthony Bass has been worse than Trevor Richards, especially recently. So I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Shout out to all you watching. 27 likes. Let's get to 30 before we wrap up. Where do you see Pop developing? Starting a high leverage league? I think high leverage. I don't think they started him. He hasn't started in his minor league career. I think they put him in a high leverage relief. Richards won't move out unless they call up a replacement. Yeah, and I think they keep Richards for now. He's been doing all right. He made a nice play yesterday. Yeah, first inning. I think Richards will be fine for now. And that's a good point, Jacob. I guess if they replace him with Nate Pearson, Pearson can go with depth. I think right now they just rock with it as is. Late inning lefty reliever. I guess they have Tim Meza. But honestly, against lefties, their go-to guy is and should be Eric Swanson. I would have liked to see Eric Swanson yesterday instead of Meza. And that's something Peter mentioned on the broadcast as well. Richards is gone when Mitch comes off the IL. Interesting. They're going to have to move someone unless they send Mitch White down because he does have options. Basti at Faded Clean Plains. Yeah. I didn't make a video on that, but I'm sure all of you saw that. Very weird. Very, very interesting and weird stuff going on. But that'll wrap up the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. It means a lot. Me and Peter will be back for the post game. I'm a little bit sick here, but we'll be back for the post game. Hopefully you all enjoy the video. Thank you, Liv. Shout out, Liv. Thank you for Mitch White is in AAA after the IL. Shout out my girlfriend. Great stream. Thank you, Liv. What now? What do you think would happen when he tweeted that? Yeah, I don't know. I read it when it first came out, and I was like, this is not good. This is gonna be bad. And it ended up being, it just backfired on him completely. It backfired completely. Fully backfired. 6. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the game. Thank you, Jacob. Thanks for enjoy the game. Take it easy. Hopefully the Jays win, and we'll be back for the post game. Enjoy the game, and let's hope Rios does well. Take it easy.